All right, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm back. I am finally home from my first day of my job that I'm trying to eventually leave. How was it? Well, first, it is almost 6 p.m. and I got there around 9 a.m. Okay. I honestly couldn't talk this morning, which is why the majority of the video was literally like on silent or overlay with music or whatever because I woke up and I was like so tired and I just started doing everything I need to do because I was like, there's no way I'm going to talk and then get to work on time. So I'll let the camera speak for me this time. But I am back and this is a debrief portion. So obviously I can't tell you where I'm working, but I can tell you what I'm doing. I'm a store manager in training. So I don't really know what that means yet because it was my orientation. And I literally was there with one other person who was working for like a different section of the store. And she's also a manager. But we just did paperwork all day. Paperwork as in it was on a computer. And we did it for like 3 to 4 hours. And on top of that, we also had to deal with like physical paper, which I just realized the person who gave us the physical paper never actually collected from us. So she's gonna need those back. But anyway, it's been kind of a hectic day, I think. Only because it was like we did not know what to do because we were both waiting in like the waiting room area for like the head manager to pick us up and tell us where to go. Because we were just told, oh, go here and wait. And then we waited, and then she waited for like an hour, and I was there for like almost 30 minutes just waiting. And then the head manager came and was like, oh my God, you guys are here. No one told me you were coming. And I was like, well, so I don't know what was going on with that. Like, no one told her we were coming. And then we did paperwork, and we also did like online paperwork, online training, like harassment, bullying, all that stuff for like several hours until we literally left. And that took the entire day, which wasn't bad, but it was just mostly us just waiting because a lot of paperwork had to be printed out that day since she never knew that we were coming. And a lot of the online training had to be like figured out because she knew we were coming, so she had to like make our accounts before we can use it that same day. So we did do payroll, we did do training, or I finished my training. I think the other woman has to still come back and finish hers because she had to use a tablet because they only had like one computer for the training that had to be done online and in the store. So it was like unprepared. And it was funny because the head manager was telling us like all these things, like, oh yeah, these computers are really slow. We used to have multiple computers. Blah, blah, blah. Like she came from a whole different store in the same franchise, and then was moved here, which is bigger than her last one. And she was telling us how this woman just like the technology here sucks. And I was like, I'm not surprised. She actually showed us like a really old. Like she said it was like the first computer. It was like in the storage room of the store, and she showed it to us, and I was like, wow, this store is really old. But yeah, that took all day, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie to you because I say that because so tomorrow I'm technically in a different job. And the next day it's just you getting ready for like induction, training, whatever comes after like orientation. But they don't know where to put me. I don't know how that's possible. The head manager didn't even know I was coming. Technically, like okay, so anyway, last week I did my whole I-9. This week I start orientation. There, you caught up. But she doesn't know where I'm supposed to be in the store. She knows I'm a manager or in training, so I'm supposed to be a manager like eventually or whatever. But she doesn't know like what department I'm supposed to be. The other woman that's next to me, she has the department ready and everything, so they just have to wait for the guy or woman who owns the department to like come back from break or whatever, which I guess will be like on Wednesday. So she comes back on Wednesday, and I have no idea. The head manager was supposed to tell me who I'm reporting to, but she didn't actually know. And then she kind of called the person who, like the recruiter who works in like the headquarters. You guys kind of saw the video like a few weeks to months ago about like the interview I did, and she called her to ask about me and figure out where I was being worked at. And she never got the answer, so I never got the answer either. All I know is I'm not going in tomorrow because the head manager is going to be off tomorrow. And even though I don't report to her, I don't know who else to go to. So I will also be coming back on Wednesday, even though I was literally never told to do so. But I have I wouldn't say no other choice, but I don't know what else to do because I also don't have her number. So I know nothing except how to clock in and clock out. So I'll be doing that on Wednesday. But overall, It wasn't a terrible first day. I went to the store after that, a different store, and I bought strawberries and a bunch of snacks because I didn't eat all day. And strawberries were like $1. They were literally $1. Like you get a max of 2 of them for $2. I thought I have to get it, obviously. Like I have to get it. And then I went to a thrift store. So I was looking for shoes, but thrift stores tend to not carry my size. And this one also did not carry my size. So I was disappointed. But they had a lot of nice heels, which I was like, these are really cute. But I couldn't get any of them because they were not my size. I needed to be black. So yeah. But now I'm back home. It is almost 6 p.m. and I am tired. But it's been a good day. I think the rest of the day I'm literally just gonna stream and then edit a whole nother YouTube video that I filmed and will be posting way before this one. So if you see this video, like this current one, then just know that the one that I'm talking about has already been posted because I filmed that one first. Yeah. That's really all I have. For tomorrow, I have an interview tomorrow, and it's in the morning. I'm actually quite excited. I didn't talk about this. This one's in person. So I go in person in the city to do it. And because I'm off tomorrow, it gives me like a lot less anxiety because I thought I had to like find a whole excuse on my second day of this job to be like, hey, I'm going through like, I had a whole excuse ready and everything, only for it to be like, oh, I don't need to do it anymore. I'm literally just going to go to like, I'm just gonna go here. I was gonna tell them I had a whole doctor's appointment for an interview. But I don't do that anymore because I'm not even going in tomorrow because no one would be there. So that works out perfectly fine. So fingers crossed, I do well. This is the second round for me. So, they say they like my resume. So I'm hoping my personality shines through because they kind of already decided to get me to the second round before they even had me do the first interview. Because after I talked about it, like after I did my first interview with them like a few days ago, they were like, oh, we saw your resume. We want you to go straight to the second round after I did the first round. Like I was like, so I didn't have to do this round because you already liked me. But they want to verify. So, I mean, thank God for good resume and me. So yeah, I have that. I have another interview on Wednesday. So, but it's only 30 minutes and it's online. And I booked it for during my lunch period for work so that I won't like miss anything important. And also because I couldn't do it past 12:30. So yeah, I deal with that. So that should be fine. That's really all I got going. I do gotta apply for jobs. I have not applied for jobs since the new year started or since Christmas started. So I gotta do that one of these days. I might honestly do it tomorrow because I won't have anything to do except to like go to the interview in the morning and come back and be like, okay, what am I doing now? I need to look for these shoes as well. I couldn't find them. But I think the biggest gripe I have with the job that I just started today, it really isn't anything, but I think it's kind of like important. It's like we don't really know. Okay, one of the biggest things is because we're working at a store, and for the retailers out there who work at a store, let me know how this works. But they don't. They change your shift like weekly, which is totally fine if they change it. But it's like they let you know like by like the last day they can tell you is by Friday. So if they let you know by Friday, you can't change it because it's like set in stone. But it's already Monday for us, and obviously it's my first day, and it's that woman's first day. We have no idea who's gonna be. Like we don't know when we're coming back, what our schedule is like, what our real times are. We're both full time, but you could do like night or morning shift. And the thing is, I was talking to the other woman, and she was telling me how she works for the Board of Education, so she has like a whole other job that's also full time, and it's in the morning, right? And I think she wants to keep both of them, right? So I think she needs to know a bit earlier than a week in advance to know when her shift is, because she can't work this store and also be in her other job at the same time. So I think for her, she would need it to be night shift. But we don't know how the shifts work because we found this on paper and the head manager doesn't really know too much about it because she doesn't even schedule it. Someone else does. So it's like, I assume we'll figure it out this week, but if they change their schedule for next week and we're not coming back until Wednesday to find out, it's like maybe we should see the schedule online. I don't know. I used to work in Wendy's, and if you wanted to change your schedule, you could do it on their app because they had one for each like specific store, so you wouldn't just like find out too late. You can actually be like, oh, you go to this beforehand. That was Wendy's, so I don't know how this store works, but it should be fine. I know I have any gripe with the schedule right now? I know I'm full time, so one day I will quit this job. It's just a temporary job, it is. But so far, I'm okay. So I will talk to you guys later. I'm gonna go change into my actual clothes and take a nap. And you won't even be here for this, but I'm gonna stream at 9 p.m. Central. For this video, if you want to see me stream, I stream on Mondays and Fridays at 9 p.m. Central. And I post YouTube videos twice a week, every week. So stay tuned for that. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and Happy New Year, because it is still that until it's like January 10th. I don't know. But I'll see you guys later. Bye.